What force keeps planets orbiting the sun? Gravity. How many bones are in the average adult human body? 206. What type of energy is the movement of a car? Kinetic energy. What is the study of birds called? Ornithology. Which part of the Earth is the thin outer layer where we live? The crust. What tool is used to measure temperature? Thermometer. What is the main organ for the human respiratory system? The lungs. What term describes how loud a sound is? Amplitude. How long does the Earth take to rotate once on its axis? "24 hours. What term is used for a disease that affects a very wide area or the whole world? Pandemic. Which law explains why a boat floats on water? Archimedes' principle. What part of the cell is known as the powerhouse? Mitochondria. What process changes liquid water into a gas, steam? Evaporation. Which current is used in most household power outlets? AC. Which part of a flower contains the tiny seeds or ovules? The ovary. What is the chemical symbol for silver? Ag. Which metal is a liquid at normal room temperature? Mercury. What is a substance called if it dissolves another substance? Solvent. What chemical is known as the fight or flight hormone? Adrenaline. What is the tube that carries air to the lungs? Trachea. What is a massive star that collapses under its own gravity called? A black hole. What type of rock is formed from heat and pressure? Metamorphic. What causes the Earth's day and night cycle? Earth's rotation. What is the basic unit of force in the metric system? Newton. A ramp is an example of what kind of simple machine? Inclined plane. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? (300,000 kilometers per second). Which blood type is known as the universal recipient? AB positive. What medical field focuses on the study of the nervous system? Neurology. What is the name of our home galaxy? The Milky Way. Which blood cells are responsible for carrying oxygen? Red cells. What is the most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen. What process allows plants to create their own food using sunlight? Photosynthesis. Which planet is known for having a prominent system of rings? Saturn. What gas do plants primarily take in from the atmosphere? Carbon dioxide. What is a large rock fragment orbiting the Sun, usually between Mars and Jupiter? Asteroid. What are the complex molecules that store genetic information, DNA or RNA? Nucleic acids. At what temperature does pure water boil at sea level? 100 degrees Celsius. Which particle in an atom has a negative electrical charge? Electron. What type of cloud is thin, wispy, and high in the sky? Cirrus. What law describes that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Newton's third law. Which vitamin is essential for blood clotting? Vitamin K. Which part of the eye is the clear outer layer that covers the iris and pupil? Cornea. Which organ cleans your blood and produces bile? Liver. What is the force that pulls objects toward each other? Gravity. Which waves are used by cell phones and satellites? Radio waves. What is the main sugar found in fruits? Fructose. Which layer of the atmosphere contains the ozone layer? Stratosphere. Which element is a noble gas used in bright advertising signs? Neon. An alloy of iron and carbon is known as what? Steel. What is the process of an egg cell joining with a sperm cell called? Fertilization.
How many questions did you get right? Tell us your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Keep your brain active and check out our next quiz video right now.